Okay, so today we are going to be working on solving two-step equations with a positive coefficient. So I'm going to just do a quick review of one step. Remember that when we see subtraction, we want to use the inverse operation. And the inverse operation for us is to add. So the opposite of subtracting 9 is adding 9. And if we do it to one side, then we have to do it to the other. So negative 9 and positive 9 cancel each other out, and I pull down my x. 3 plus 9 is 12, and my answer is x equals 12. I can always go back and check, does 12 minus 9 equal 3? It does. Over here we've got 4 times y equals 20, and the inverse of multiply is divide. So if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 1 times y is just y. And then 20 divided by 4 is 5, so I've got y equals 5. I can always go back and check my answer. Is 4 times 5 20? And it is, so my answer checks and makes sense. Those are one-step equations. We did one thing to figure out what our variable was. We added 9, or we divided by 4. Today we're going to be working on solving two-step equations, so figuring out what two steps we need to solve an equation. So I just want to go through some vocab really quickly with you. We've got a term, and a term is a single number, variable, or numbers and variables multiplied together, separated by addition and subtraction symbols. So up here, x was a term, and 9 was a term. They were separated by a subtraction symbol. 3 was a term. Over here, we had 4y is a term because it can be numbers and a variable multiplied together. So 4 times y is one term. They're not separate terms. They're a coefficient with a variable, and they make a single term. And then 20 is a constant. It's its own term right there. So then we've got coefficient, which is a review. It's the number in front of a variable. So up here, my example of coefficient would be 4. 4 is in front of y. A constant is a number without a variable. We had a couple up here. We had 9, 3, 20. They are all numbers without variables. And then we've got two-step equation, which is new for us today. And it's equations that require two steps to solve. So earlier we did one-step equations. Today we're going to be working on solving two-step equations. So if you open up your foldable to the inside here, we're going to do the first example together in the next video.